Hello, good morning. So, I will be reporting about the procurement, pertinent provisions on local government procurement, accounting, and auditing. So, let me start my presentation. So, the topic for today will be tackling the pertinent provisions on local government procurement, accounting, and auditing. And for the subject legal aspect, our subject professor is Engineer Christopher Ladignon, PhD, and I am Gerald Antunes Manala. First is, what is procurement? Procurement is the action of obtaining or procuring something. It refers to the purchase by governments and state-owned enterprises of goods, services, and works. Procurement is the purchase by the government of the following from the private sector, charities, and other organizations. So there are words here that we should have define. Goods, for example, is items such as pens, papers, laptops, desks, hospital beds, and medicines, and works, the construction, repair, and maintenance of assets such as roads, hospitals, and military equipment. While for the services, we have the delivery functions, and military equipment services, the delivery of functions such as adult social care, IT support, human resources, and consultancy. For the legal basis, we have the Republic Act number 9184, also known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. This is an act providing for the modernization, standardization, and regulation of the procurement activities of the government and for other purposes. And we have the scope and applications. These scope and applications, it states that it must be used for all procurement activities by the government of the Philippines and all its branches and instrumentalities, including GOCCs, GFIs, SUCs, and LGUs. It shall apply to the procurement of goods and services, infrastructures, projects, and consulting services, regardless of the source of funds, whether local or foreign. Here we have the definition of terms. For the first one is the approved budget for the contract, or the ABC. It refers to the budget for the contract duly approved by the head of the procuring entity. While for the BAC, which is the Bids and Awards Committee, established in accordance with the Article 5 of this Act. And the bidding documents refers to the documents issued by the procuring entity as the basis for bids, furnishing all information necessary for a prospective bidder to prepare a bid for the goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services to be provided. Bid also refers to a signed offer or proposal submitted by a supplier, manufacturer, distributor, contractor, or consultant in response to the bidding documents. Competitive bidding refers to a method of procurement that is open to participation by any interested party and which consists of the following process: the advertisement, pre-bid conference, eligibility screening or prospective bidders, receipt and opening of bids, evaluation of bids, post-qualification and other award of contract, the specific requirements and mechanics of which shall be defined in the IRR to be promulgated under this act. And the consulting service refers to services for infrastructure projects and other types of projects or activities of the government requiring adequate external technical and professional expertise that are beyond the capability and or capacity of the government to undertake, such as but not limited to advisory and review services, pre-investment or feasibility studies, construction supervision and management and related services, and other technical services or special studies. The GEPS refers to the Government Electronic Procurement System as provided in Section 8 of this Act, while for the goods refer to all the items, supplies, materials, and general support services, except consulting services and infrastructure projects, which may be needed in the transaction of public businesses or in the pursuit of any government undertaking, project, or activity, whether in the nature of equipment, furniture, stationery, materials for construction or personal property of any kind, including non-personal or contractual services such as the repair and maintenance of equipment and furniture, as well as tracking, housing, janitorial, security, and related or analogous services, as well as procurement of materials and supplies provided by the procuring entity for such services. And then the GPPB, the head of the procuring entity, the infrastructure projects, IRR, which is the refer to the implementing rules and regulations to be promulgated in accordance with Section 75 of this Act, the portal, the procurement, and the procurement entity. So what are the governing principles on government procurement? We have here the transparency, the competitiveness, the streamlined process, the system of accountability, and public monitoring. Of course, we have to provide a competitiveness and accountability transparency for the government procurement in order for us to achieve a quality of products or services. And the public should also monitor this kind of procurement because this will give the public an information whether our budget are being spent wisely and not just for some personal matters. And then for the streamlined process, this also gives the quality of the government procurement. And then for the procurement organization, we have the composition. The BAC shall have at least 5 members, but not more than 7 members. And the responsibilities of the Bids and Awards Committee are, these are the 7. I mean, these are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. First is recommend method of procurement, and then create TWG, advertise or post invitation to bid, pre-procurement and pre-bid conferences, eligibility check, receive and open bids, evaluate bids with the assistance of TWG, post-qualification, resolve motion for reconsideration, recommend award of contract, recommend imposition of sanctions. And then for the technical working group created by the BAC from a pool of technical, financial, and or legal experts, we have the responsibilities of the technical working group. Assist the BAC in preparing bidding documents, assist BAC in eligibility, check or shortlisting, assist BAC in bid evaluation and preparation of reports, assist BAC in post-qualification and prepare the post-qualification summary report, assist BAC and BAC Secretariat prepare the resolution recommending award with regard to the technical aspect if necessary. The head of the procuring entity, or HOPE, the acronym for HOPE is the head of the procuring entity, the head of the agency. So for the BAC organizational structure, we have the HOPE and then the Bids and Awards Committee, which is the chairman, vice chairman, and the 5 members, and then the TWG, the BAC Secretariat, and the procurement units or the end users. And also we have the observers for this committee, which is the COA and the NGO and +1 private sector. The procurement planning and budgeting, Rule 2 of Section 7, all procurement should be within the approved budget of the procuring entity and should be meticulously and judiciously planned by the procuring entity concerned. No government procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with an approved annual procurement plan, and then the annual procurement plan, or it is a consolidation of all procurement project management plans, or the PPMP for a procuring entity that is scheduled for procurement of a calendar year. What is the approved budget for the contract? The approved budget for the contract, or also known as ABC, refers to the contract duly approved by the head of the procuring entity. The approved budget is ceiling for bid prices, and invitation to bid should be specified the approved budget for the contract and the source of funding. In determining ABC, consider the appropriation for the project, procurement, the market price, the inflation, and cost of money directly related to the timetable. The Procurement Project Management Plan, or the PPMP, is a procurement plan for goods, infrastructures, projects, and consulting services. While for the annual procurement plan, it should consider the following factors. First is the APP should include all procurement activities planned for the whole year. And for the APP should include only those procurements that are considered crucial. When we say crucial, important, priority or necessary to the efficient discharge of governmental functions. The APP shall include provisions for foreseeable emergencies based on historical records, and it is paramount that project implementation timelines are met. So here is the procurement process flow. The end user down to the PPMP to be reviewed by the TWG and the budget officer, and then it will go to the vice president and to be recommended and approved by HOPE, and then the APP will consolidate the BAC, and then for the purchase request, after the purchase request is approved and delivered, goods shall be accepted by the supply office, and then it will be distributed to the end user. Okay, so let us continue. For the procedural steps for procurement by public bidding, pre-procurement control, and then advertise it, and then issue a bidding documents, and then call or hold a pre-bid conference. And then after that, we will receive the two envelopes, open the technical with eligibility documents envelope, open financial envelope, and then evaluate and rank bids. After that, submission of additional requirements, post quality LCB, approve resolution, prepare and sign contract, and then issue not